So session 3 of the series 2 of Who on Earth Was Jesus? And today I'm looking at the story of the man who was born blind and Jesus healed him, gave him his sight. Now I know there's so much in this story, we could probably spend all week on it, but I just want to bring out a few issues in regard to people accepting who Jesus was. Jesus has put mud on this man's eyes and said to him, now go down to the pool of Siloam and wash off the mud. And when he did, he could see. And then he came back to his friends and neighbours, and people were saying, hang on, isn't this the man who we've seen begging, the blind man? How come he can see? And some of them just couldn't believe it was him, and they were saying, oh, it can't be. It's just someone who looks a lot like him. The poor man had to keep insisting, it is me. And this raises the issue of what we believe. Do we believe from the facts in front of us, or do we filter the facts through our mindset? The ones who couldn't believe it was the same man, they did so because they didn't believe it was possible for someone born blind to be given their sight. I don't believe it can happen, therefore it didn't. We see this today. There are people who deny that the Holocaust actually happened. And it doesn't matter what stories they hear from people who were affected by it or what pictures they see, it just didn't happen. And it's a bit the same with people who don't believe in COVID-19. I even heard the other day a story of a nurse who'd been nursing people with the disease, people who were very, very ill, and yet even in their illness, they still denied that COVID-19 existed. And you sort of think, why? I had a small experience of this once a while ago, and it's certainly nothing spiritual, but in the night I got up to go to the bathroom, as I often have to do. I walked across the room to the bathroom door. When I got there, the door handle had gone. Now, door handles don't usually get up and leave the door during the night. Then I could feel my dressing gown on the back of the door, and I realised I was at the wrong door. I was at the door into the passage. So I would have to do a 90-degree turn and step a little bit to the right, and I'd be at the right door. But what blew me away was the amount of willpower it took to act on logic and not on what I was thinking, because I was so sure I'd just walk straight across the room to the right door. It just showed me how much power our beliefs have over facts. There are many people who saw the amazing things that Jesus did, but they couldn't believe because it just didn't fit their understanding. And it's a great challenge to us. When facts challenge what we believe, how are we going to deal with that? The other people in this story who don't believe are the Pharisees, and their problem was that Jesus had healed the man on the Sabbath, and so he was a lawbreaker. They kept challenging the poor man who'd been healed and saying, what's happened to you? How come you can see? They're saying, give glory to God and tell the truth. We know this man is a sinner. I love the man's response. He said, well, I don't know whether or not he's a sinner. All I know is I was blind, now I can see. That's the bare reality. Then the Pharisees began to insult this man, telling him he knew nothing. And it's interesting, the man born blind understood that Jesus could not have done these things unless he were from God, while the Pharisees, who claimed to have such spiritual insight, were blinded by their own prejudice. Our mindsets and our prejudices are what can stand in the way of our seeing who Jesus really is.
Open the eyes of my heart, Lord. Open the eyes of my heart. I want to see you. I want to see you. Open the eyes of my heart, Lord. Open the eyes of my heart. I want to see you. I want to see you. To see you high and lifted up. holy, holy, holy. Open the eyes of my heart, Lord. Open the eyes of my heart. I want to see you. I want to see you. Open the eyes of my heart, Lord. Open the eyes of my heart. I want to see you. I want to see you. To see you high and lifted up, shining in the light of your glory. Pour out your power and love as we sing holy.